Don't touch that dial. This is not a simulation. It's me, Tim, coming to you live and in the flesh from the FS MaNiA studio. If you want to know where we've been and where we're going, you're going to want to stay tuned for that information and more FS MaNiA news coming up. Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to this long overdue FS MaNiA status update. Due to this thing called life, it's been a couple years since I've created any new channel content, but that's getting ready to change. I wanted to publish this short vlog to let everybody know I'm still alive and kicking, and at my age you never know. Also, I want to let you guys know what I've been up to as well as what's next for the FS MaNiA channel. Just a quick recap. I launched the FS MaNiA channel in August of 2014. My goal for this channel has always been to produce high quality, as real as it gets, flight simulation videos. FS MaNiA videos blend my real-world aviation experience while pushing the envelope on flying new types of aircraft into challenging environments. So far, I've published 99 videos flying about 20 different aircraft into airports located all over the world, including Alaska, Brazil, the Caribbean, the French Alps, and the Himalayas. So, why haven't I been producing any new channel content for the past couple of years? Well, like most aircraft accidents, there was a chain of events that caused me to put the FS MaNiA channel temporarily on the back burner. I've been a licensed private pilot since 1979. I have a single-engine land license with a high-performance complex aircraft endorsement and an instrument rating. Here's the first link in the chain. After a 17-year break from real-world flying, I decided it was time to knock the rust off my pilot's license. I went out to our local airport, hooked up with a flight instructor, and climbed back into the left seat of a Cherokee 140. After about 4 or 5 flights, my instructor signed me off on a biannual flight review. I got a fresh third-class medical certificate, and just like that, I was legal to fly passengers again as pilot in command. The second link in the chain. I decided it would be a good idea to add some real-world flight videos to the FS MaNiA channel. I bought some GoPros, a Garmin Verb, mounting hardware, audio cables, and proceeded to record flights in the Cherokee 140 and also a Cessna 172 SP with a Garmin G1000 glass panel. I was still working on flight simulator videos, but needless to say, real-world flying became a higher priority. I recorded and published a couple of real-world flights in the Piper Cherokee. Then I recorded a couple of flights in the 172 with the Garmin G1000. I got the first 172 flight to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, edited and uploaded to the FS MaNiA channel. The second 172 flight was to Wilmington, North Carolina. I got the first half of that flight edited and uploaded, and then something bad happened. The third link in the chain. I know what you're thinking. No, I didn't crash the airplane, but my go-to video editing software, which was Sony Vegas, it crashed. For some reason, no matter what I tried, I could not get that software working well enough to finish editing the second half of the 172 flight from Wilmington back to Southport. Bummer. Fourth link in the chain. I did a little research and decided it was time to ditch Sony Vegas and make a switch to Adobe Premiere Pro for all future video editing. There's a pretty steep learning curve with Adobe Premiere, so I was going to need to invest a fair amount of time to learn enough to be able to do a half-decent job editing video with this new software. Fifth link in the chain. My real-world job started demanding much more of my time. I'm a design-build general contractor by day, and thanks in part to a booming economy, I had a lot of new projects on my plate. Sixth link in the chain. I had pretty much stretched Microsoft's aging FSX to its limits. I wanted a better simulator. I tried out FSX Steam Edition and instantly saw a vast improvement in performance. It seemed like a no-brainer to switch, mainly because most of my FSX add-on software was transferable to FSX Steam Edition. So I pulled the trigger and I made the switch to FSX Steam Edition. That led to the seventh and final link in the chain. One of the main tools I used on every FS MaNiA flight sim video was a program called FS Recorder. With that software, I could record all parameters of a flight and then replay the entire flight. That's what enabled me to record all of the external views of the aircraft, the B-roll footage, particularly takeoffs and landings. Unfortunately, FSX Recorder was not compatible with FSX Steam Edition, and worse, I could not find another program that would do what FS Recorder would do. Even so, I still published one series of videos using FSX Steam, and that was on A2A's Piper Cherokee. I was able to put the aircraft on autopilot, jump to an external view, and record a few en route exteriors from my B-roll footage. But there's no way I can take off or land the airplane properly from an external view. So the links in the chain had stacked up enough that in sort of a perfect storm way, new channel content came to a screeching halt. And you all know how quickly time flies by. Fast forward 2 years, here we are, it's already year 2020. So I just want to say I'm sincerely sorry it has taken me this long to update everyone on what's been happening. Now for some good news, some really good news. At FS MaNiA, we may doze, but we never close. A couple of things have happened recently that are helping me to begin a new chapter on the FS MaNiA channel. Number one, I'm officially retired from my design build construction business. I finished my last project in July of last year, 2019, and I gotta say, I love being retired. I've still been pretty busy working on several projects at home that I had been putting off until retirement. I'm finally starting to get caught up, which has enabled me to start investing some time into the FS MaNiA channel. Over the past month, I've been replying to FS MaNiA video comments that have gone unanswered, and there were a lot of them. Also, I've been working on this video, which is my first attempt at video editing using Adobe Premiere. Number two, and this is even better news. Drum roll. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Microsoft is on the verge of releasing a brand new version of Flight Simulator. I've been watching all of the development updates, and from everything I've seen and read, this new simulator looks like it's going to blow the doors off of every other flight simulator out there. It appears even the bare bones version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is going to be head and shoulders above the best simulators currently available, even after they're all loaded up with tons of add-ons. So where does that put us right now on the FS MaNiA channel? Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not going to purchase any new add-on software for my current FSX Steam Edition simulator. I'm pretty sure it's getting ready to become obsolete. What I am going to do is to be ready to install the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 as soon as it becomes available. I'm pretty sure my current Jetline desktop system has enough performance to handle the new sim. I will, however, need to upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10. Microsoft stopped supporting Windows 7 as of January, so I doubt they're going to release a brand new version of anything that will run on Windows 7. As soon as I can get my hands on the new sim, I'm going to do everything necessary to resume video production of FS MaNiA channel content. There are still a lot of aircraft I want to feature and a lot of the world I want to explore. And I can't think of a better way to do that than with a brand new state-of-the-art flight simulator, especially for an old retired guy living on a budget. As far as I know, Microsoft has not set an exact release date yet. I do know they've been working on development for about 4 years. My best guess is it will probably be sometime this summer in the Northern Hemisphere, that's June through August. Until then, I have several items I'm working on for the FS MaNiA channel. The first thing I'm going to do is finish editing my real-world 172 flight from Wilmington to Southport and get that uploaded. When that's done, I have some additional flight simulator video that can be edited and published. Also, I have some ideas for future vlogs that I can work on to keep everyone informed as work develops on the new simulator. So, that's about it for now. I do want to say a big thank you to all of the flight sim nerds and aviation geeks out there that have supported the FS MaNiA channel by subscribing to the channel, by watching FS MaNiA videos, and most of all, by providing lots of encouragement with your very kind and generous comments. So, until next time, from FS MaNiA, so long.
TBM 850. I just want to start by saying I really like this airplane.
Cessna 2447 Strand Tower, runway 23, left downwind departure approved, cleared for takeoff.